Dalton Hopkins with Frontstretch.com, and here I am flanked by my colleagues Adam Cheek and Michael Massie after what has been a wild Goodyear 400 and throwback weekend here at Darlington Raceway. A very interesting last few laps there between Joey Logano and William Byron for the win. Joey Logano, of course, coming out on top. But Michael, what do you think? Was it justified?
I'm going back and forth on it because to take the lead for the first time all day, Byron did kind of squeeze Logano up into the wall with 26 laps to go. Logano tracks him back down, didn't even hesitate, just uses that bumper to get him out the way. So I feel like it was a little justified. And then you have to remember back to Martinsville, Logano tried to do the bump and run on Byron there, and he didn't hit him hard enough. He didn't move him out the way, and he said he should have hit him harder. This time he did hit him harder, and he comes away with the W. I think it's a little bit of the product of the system, but also an angry Joey Logano is a scary man.
And Adam, you really liked that Jeff Gordon throwback.
I did. It would have been cool to see that scheme win. I'm kind of with Massie in that it's kind of a gray area a little bit, but at the same time, I felt like it was more of a situation kind of with where we saw Ross wreck off of the side of Hamlin, where it was just close quarters racing. That's the product of Darlington, and it's a gray area. That's what I'm going with here, I think.
And also, Michael, you also talked to Rudy Fugle. What did he have to say about this?
So Rudy, I think like a lot of people, wishes Logano would have waited because it was a lap and some change left, and when he hit him, and Rudy wishes that Logano had tried to go to the inside first because Byron was giving him the inside lane for the most part. He wished they had just raced it out cleanly. He said the tires, the right rear was gone pretty much at the end, so that's why Logano caught back up. But yeah, Rudy was just a little frustrated.
Yeah, I talked to Jeff Gordon too, and he said the same thing. It was very similar in saying that, yeah, he didn't really even try to kind of race him. But then again, there were 3 laps to go. It's kind of hard to pass here at Darlington. You can maybe understand somewhere on Joey's side that, maybe he was just trying to get the win. But I'm staying neutral with this one.
If he had waited, we could have had a Craven Kurt Busch situation on the last lap.
Could have had a side-by-side finish there. That could have been fantastic. Yeah. But instead, Byron finished 13th after pancaking the wall very hard. Now, again, a chaotic race today. 13 DNFs. Same amount as Talladega, which is not something that you really would expect out of Darlington, I don't think. But that also made a lot of room for some of the smaller teams to come up and score some great finishes, one of which was Kaulig Racing and Justin Haley finishing 3rd. Adam, you talked to him after the race.
Yeah, Justin Haley getting the best finish for himself and Kaulig Racing as a full-time Cup Series team. Of course, AJ won the Indy Road Course race last year, but as a full-time effort and in his rookie season, he gets the best finish for that team so far. They've improved every single time over the last 4 weeks, which is impressive considering they're still building. Of course, they were a single car team for so many years, and they started building the last few years. They're a 3-car Xfinity team and a pretty constant threat, at least last year. They've been kind of struggling this year. And for their Cup team to be like this, I mean, he was 20th and 27th at the end of the first and second stage, and to rally to 4th and to kind of make his way through those incidents, like that crash with Kurt Busch, that was cost a lot for 2311 Racing, as well as Martin Truex Jr. and a couple other cars. To make it through there, which looked like a Talladega crash, and make his way to 3rd after Byron fell back through the field is really impressive. He thanked William in his interview for kind of managing to stay out of everyone's way when he was falling back, and to get that 3rd place finish, very impressive, and it feels like a win is coming soon for them, especially at a track as tough as Darlington.
Another team that had a great run today was Front Row Motorsports with Michael McDowell with a 7th place finish. Talked to him after the race and saying this hugely boosts the team's confidence. They feel like they really figured out this next-gen car, and he's even saying that if they can keep running like this, they might even win some races. That'll be interesting to see if that could keep continuing. But now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Darlington Raceway, first time with the next-gen car in real life. Michael, what were your thoughts overall?
I liked it. I thought there was some good hard racing. It was kind of an old school race where you had guys that were good cars in contention for the win, like Ross Chastain, crash out of it. And, it was hard to drive. But at the same time, we saw guys hitting the wall, rubbing on each other and not have flat tires. That is awesome. The last gen car, there would have been like 30 flat tires tonight. So yeah, I like the next gen car at Darlington. It's an A+ for me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, you see all the stripes on the wall, and the fact that we didn't have more incidents as a result of those is impressive. And I like the racing a lot. It seemed like Ross Chastain was going to be the car to beat. He probably would have been if he hadn't wrecked it. And just to see the kind of racing we had, the back and forths, the contact that didn't result in a flat tire every single time like it would have with a Gen 6 was great. And I'm looking forward to when they come back in the fall.
It would have been really interesting to see how that pit stop strategy played out near the end there if that caution didn't come out. But we also got a great finish out of it, so you take what you get. And frankly, I agree. Next gen car proves to be another great source of entertainment once again. And at Darlington, that was probably going to be a given. But up next is Kansas Speedway. You can follow Frontstretch.com and all of our sources and all of our great reporters, all of our great people that work here, going up next week at Kansas when they head to Kansas on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk off and leave you all like Kyle Busch.